Hey, good morning. Um, Happy Friday, and welcome to what I'm going to call one of my good days. Um, so let's just toast to that. Cheers to one of my good days. If you got a rise mushroom matcha, or a mushroom coffee, or a coffee, or tea, just toast to one of my good days. Rise mushroom matcha, I love it. Um, so When I say it's one of my good days, I mean it sucks less than my bad days. Because there is not one day go by in the past year, and it's been almost a year, that I have not been negatively affected by long COVID. COVID too. Uh, I may look all right. I may seem all right. I may go out and do things, and you may see me and think that, boy, you looked okay at the Smile Show. You looked okay down at the riverfront. You looked okay at Pier Street Coffee Works the other day, but I'm not. You get up and on the good days you try to go out and do whatever you can without without crashing. So that's where I'm at today. I'm not having as good a day as I thought. I have made 10 attempts at a video today, and my focus is really bad today. I have rambled. I am trying to answer my friend Lisa's question about how has long COVID affected my perception of my personal life journey, and that's a huge question. And I didn't want to just gloss over it with some pithy answers. I tried to sketch out what I wanted to talk about today on my notebook last night, but I couldn't. The focus was too hard. It was too hard to focus, and that's been a problem from the beginning. Writing is difficult. Reading is difficult, and those are two things that I love to do the most. Thinking has been difficult, and I really want to answer this question. I've mentioned before that I want to make these videos entertaining, but right now I think it's important that I continue to explain to people what long COVID does, and to me, and hoping that it'll resonate with people that are also going through it, or any number of chronic conditions like fibromyalgia, depression. Hoping that it'll do some good for me to tell my story, because one of the most frustrating things about this thing from the beginning has been that there's been no answers. I mean, they were just starting to figure out what COVID was, and then all of a sudden, what the hell, there's an after bar party too. So not having any answers every time I go to the doctor has been difficult. Not having any relief, not having any treatment has been awful. A friend sent me a text yesterday that somewhere in Australia there's a study that they believe they're making progress on a oral medicine that will not only help long COVID sufferers, but may prevent COVID infections in the future, regardless of variant. And although I'm hopeful for that, I can't get too hopeful, because it's like on the days when I get up and I feel good, I've in the past felt like it might be over, like I might be getting better, only to be knocked back down by going out and doing something like shopping or whatever. So anyway, there is something on the horizon that maybe will yield some benefits in the future, and that's the best I can do. Hope, pray, whatever y'all call it. That's what I'm trying to do. So how has it affected my personal life journey? I've talked about how how difficult it was for me to admit that I am indeed disabled by it. I've talked about how hard it was for me to accept that I needed help, that I need help. Lately, I think I touched on this yesterday with, I don't want to go on the government dole, not a bit. But I am forced to seek out disability and all the other, programs that are meant to help people like me, or supposedly you think they're meant to help people like me and in the condition I'm in. But it seems to me that they've made it so goddamn hard for people to access this help that it's inaccessible to many. And with my own recent experience, I found out that the hoops they make you jump through, for instance, did I mention this yesterday? I do not know. To get one assistance program I'm trying to get, you have to go to a website. You go to the website, and then they tell you have to go to Experian, of all places. Experian, the purple cow John Cena thing where they promise you credit. They go to a credit company to verify who people are. And if Experian doesn't have enough information on you, if you don't have good credit or you don't have any credit, they can't verify who you are. So they say, I can't verify who you are, so you have to go back to that DHS website, who will tell you again to go back to Experian, so you get caught in that circle. And then at some point or another, they said yesterday, Experian said that go to DHS and get a paper copy for the application, but I understand that they won't give you a paper copy, so I'm not looking for advice on this. If you want to give me whatever. So it is clear to me how difficult they've done this, and I don't think they should make it easy by any means. I think there should be checks and checks, but they've seemed to have made it so hard for people who don't have the resources, like an internet connection at home. You have to go to the library to get on, and this circle jerk of hoops to jump through. It's pretty apparent how people end up homeless on the streets and shit. So we need to make things better that way. Okay, that's enough of that. I also want to talk about the mental health aspect of this. I've been, it seemed like we were just coming out of the quarantine isolation, and then boom, things were starting to get back to normal. I had my painting going. I had forward progress going. I not only was I going to be able to take care of my basic needs, I was going to be able to fix my problems and perhaps even get ahead in life a little bit. And then I got COVID, and then the long COVID, and that just sat me back. And I've been here in this apartment making these videos, reaching out, trying to reach out to people, and that's the importance of social media. This has been my only outlet for communication, and the isolation sometimes, and I know that I'm not the only one that is going through this, sometimes people just seem to vanish. You wonder where people have gone. People that you thought you were close to, people that you thought were in your circle, just all of a sudden are gone. You don't hear from them, and that can lead to self-doubt. Did I do something wrong, or do they think I'm faking it? Do they think this is all in my head? Are they tired of hearing about it? Whatever. It can lead to depression. And if you scroll your Facebook feed, I see it every day. I saw a Facebook acquaintance that I haven't met talking about his struggles with it today, and I can't remember. I was going to use it as an example, and boom. So that's another aspect of it, just reaching out. I've said this before, reach out to the people that are struggling with this, and sometimes it's hard to ask for help. Sometimes you just feel like you don't want people to get burned out on you, and you don't want to bother anybody. So you just stop, reaching out and asking for rides. Call them, or just text or whatever. Ask somebody if they need a ride somewhere. Ask them if they need something. Ask them if they're feeling all right. And I'm talking in general. Don't, just be. And I've been told that I need to be more understanding of everybody else, and I think I've done that. I think I've said more than once that everybody's going through their own things. People are busy. People have their own problems, and I know this. Like I said, I don't expect anybody to fawn all over me. I don't think anybody expects people to fawn all over them, but just a little effort. Instead of the complete silence that I've experienced from some over this last year, is if that's appreciated. Anyway, one of the things I've done and this is long today, to establish some fun in my life is giving things away, and the people that have participated in this, they seem to have fun with it. I'm trying to give away things like this, the Smokin' Joe Frazier biography, the girls' first season. I liked this show. It was kind of fun, not enough to buy the rest of it. I got the Buffalo Alice tie-dye t-shirt. It's a large. It's in good shape. I got a copy of the Constitution. I've got the eyeglass case. I've got the koozies. I got 3 diapers. I've got the couch cover. I've got the... Let's talk about blankets on such a brisk day. Got the 20-pound weighted blanket. I've got all those things that I started to give away on these videos to make it more fun. Other thing I've tried to do to make the videos more fun is asking questions. The class I've been taking, one of the tips the instructor said was to ask questions on your videos. It'll encourage people. Boy, it seemed, not me, man. People don't seem to want to answer those questions. I don't know why, but I'm going to keep asking them. I'm going to keep trying to make these fun. I'm going to keep trying to give this stuff away. I'm going to keep telling you all to be aware that other people are going through their own personal struggles. I'm going to tell you that you need to be kind to people. You need to be understanding, and you need to, make the world a better place for everybody, with peace, love, and understanding, and one love. That's it. That's the video. I'm putting this one out. I don't care if it's long. Let everybody know that I'm trying to tell what this is like. Trying to make a difference for long COVID sufferers. One love again.